How about that? Change colors. First pass. Sometimes that's all it is. All right, everyone. Todd Dion, Fish On. Thank you for subscribing. Hello, everyone. Todd Dion, Fish On with Todd Dion. Thanks for listening. I'm out here fishing in the evening, some pond hopping and some sliding. We'll be throwing chatterbait. It's windy today. Bluebird skies, 95 degrees. It's humid. It's balmy here in Texas. But I'm gonna do maybe depends on how I'm doing at this location. Maybe visit some other ponds to see if I can pick up with something. Chatterbait's been the main bait I've been catching lately here at the beginning of the summer, early June. It's been the best bait I've had success on, like consistent success. But I'm going to throw a gilly on. I'm going to show you how I set that up as well. Just depends on how I'm reading the conditions, and I'll explain as I go. Thanks so much for visiting the channel. Like and subscribe. I would appreciate it greatly. Let's do it. Fish on. Well, casting into the wind. It's all right. I think I'm heavy enough. Jordan Lee Abu Garcia reel, 17-pound fluorocarbon, 6'4" reel on this one. I like to have them a little bit faster, but this has been pretty good. Let's see how things go. This is going to be a first cast type of day. Or second cast type of day. Stick bait, stickworm, Seiko, however you say it. Oh, that was a good cast. That's what I was wanting to do earlier. All right, line, don't get twisted. Yeah. Oh, there's a bite. I got a fish. Oh, guys. He had it. And I was working on untwisting line and couldn't set the hook. Let's try. I see turtles everywhere. I haven't seen a first sign of bass. Granted, they are hard to see in this colored water. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna try one more color. All right, new color. and I set it up wacky with the crisscross O-rings. Now a little fish just come up, bite my line. How about that? How about that? Change colors. First bass. Sometimes that's all it is. Okay. They weren't biting anything else. I changed it over to this motor oil chartreuse. It's a zoom worm. Zoom is a color. Very effective. First cast, first bass of the day. He's been caught a couple of times. He's pretty, he's probably getting tired of that stuff, but okay. We're on the board. He was not happy. And this worm in specifically, it's so soft. I like to use the O-rings. It keeps them from ripping off. Keeps me from going through so many. Just get the O-rings, cross them, then put your hook around that. Gives a real natural presentation. Makes these last longer. So now I'm second guessing myself that I need to fish back on the other side of the pond a little bit, and I think we will before I take off. It's a pound, but okay. Okay guys, here I am, pond number 2. I start off with a chatterbait. We're going to see if we can rank one up. Just one so far today at pond 1. This is one of the ponds where chatterbait's been really effective. All size bass, 2 pounds and up. I might change my trailer. We'll see. Oh, that was a bass. Oh, did you see it jump? Tell me you saw it jump. I thought I was hung up. Oh man. They were right on the bank. That was a bad cast. I had to correct that real quick. Well, that's a good sign. Like the second cast, third cast for the chatterbait, and had one bite. And I thought I was hung up, so I yanked him a little too hard. Oh, overset the hook. Yanked him out of the water, shook the hook off. Okay, good sign still though. There's one. Oh, it's a pretty decent one too. All right. Chatterbait. It is. That's not a decent one. He's just feisty. All right. Pound and a half. Chatterbait does it. Green pumpkin, original chatterbait. Like I said, I've had very good luck with these. And honestly, I just really started using chatterbaits a lot more this year. There he goes. Number 2, second pond, second fish. Anyway, I started using chatterbaits a lot more this year, more than I ever have, and figuring it out, you know, and they've been super effective. Now this one had, this blade was all painted when I bought it, and it just has over time knocked it out, but seemed like I was catching a lot of fish with that black blade, or it was like green and black. So I just colored it back in with a permanent marker, give a little more distinction with that flash, and not so flashy, but still a little flash on it. And it's been effective. As far as the trailer goes, it's just a I was at the pond 1, caught that one fish on a worm, wacky, and no other real bites there. Drove about 3 miles, came to pond 2, hooked up pretty quick, lost one, and then hooked up. So man, pond to pond, you never know. You just gotta go fish them. There's one. Oh, all right. On the worm. Knew there had to be one holding off in there. And he took my worm off. Oh, I still caught in the grass. Come on. There we go. Little fella. But number 2 in pond 2. Just like that. He's been caught before. And all right, on the worm, on the wacky. Worm's still good. Right off this point. There's one. There's a bite for sure. Come back and get it. Come on. Oh, it came back 3 times and hit it. Probably a small one. Let me see if I can catch it. 3,000 miles per hour. Impressive kid. Got it. There's one right there. Yep, got him. All right. All right. Number 3, pond 3. On the wacky. They just have to bite this worm, at least in this pond. He's small, fun. He needs to get bigger. Hey, Sean, go home. Oh. That's a pretty cool sight. This cloud, that cloud formation. Remember we had bluebird skies earlier. Rain clouds moving in. All right, we're gonna go back to the chatterbait for a minute.